So far in this course, you've seen how to do lots of different types of hacking, but let's go to one of the most common types of hacking out there, web hacking. Hacking into a website or a web application is something that people are going to try the second you put up any web application or web server. So you need to understand at least two of the most common classes of attacks and see how to protect from that. So what we're going to do is make use of our Metasploitable VM. Our Metasploitable VM has some applications on it. It's got DVWA, Mutilidae. It's also got a PHP MyAdmin and a wiki and WebDAV. There are all kinds of rich things that we can run through on our Metasploitable. All we need to do is set up our Metasploitable box so that we can surf from it. And then we're going to hack into that Metasploitable box from our Windows 10 machine and from our local desktop computer just to show a little bit of variety. So come to Oracle VirtualBox. We're going to make sure that that Metasploitable 2 is running on our host-only adapter. Very good. And remember to log into Metasploitable, you use msfadmin and msfadmin. Do an ifconfig just to make sure that it's on the 10.0.3 addresses, and mine is at 10.0.3.5. So I'll be able to log into this machine from 10.0.3.5 as my address. So I'll go ahead and minimize it. We don't even need to work in Metasploitable. It's running as a web server so that we'll be able to connect to it using this address from any of our other machines, including our local desktop machine. So minimize it, and let's start our Windows 10 computer. First of all, make sure you're on the same network, host-only adapter VBoxNet 0. Hit OK. And start your Windows 10 running. And we're going to use both browsers in Windows 10. So go ahead and open up Google Chrome and your Edge browser. And we're going to surf to 10.0.3.5 or whatever your Metasploitable box's address was. That one's good. We'll do the same thing from Chrome, 10.0.3.5. And we can see that we are able to connect from our Windows 10 computer using that 10.0.3.5 address as the address of our Metasploitable server. Well, I'm going to use my Microsoft Edge first, and I'm going to click on DVWA. This is the darn vulnerable web application, DVWA, darn vulnerable web application. Pardon the language, but we will use the username admin and password. If you don't know that, it's down here as a hint, admin and password. And what we're going to see how to do are a couple of things. Now, there are lots of things you can learn from the darn vulnerable DVWA. You can do file inclusion, you can do command execution, you can do SQL injection. We're going to start off with SQL and cross-site scripting. But you can attack a web server that's running on our Metasploitable box and safely see how each of these types of attacks can happen. And that way you'll know a little bit more about how to protect the security of your own web server or web application. So when we come back in the next lesson, we're going to tackle cross-site scripting. We're going to see how to do that two different ways, and we're going to see how it differs between our Microsoft Edge browser and our Google Chrome browser. We'll see you in the next lesson.